No, it's clearly my internet that did it for sure. But my power did it, so not my internet. Why do these guys anyway? Never mind. Not even going to go there. Not even going down that tunnel. All right. So, all right. So let's see. What we talked about, I know we talked about it on a recording, but we didn't broadcast it live. So we're going to talk about describing what a session-based permission set is, why you'd want to use it, and creating one of those. Now, they're just that. They are their permission sets, right, give you extra permission by the user, and session-based permission sets operate, but the same as regular permission sets, except you have a session activation option. That is, a session begins when a user logs in and interacts with another user or the device. And I know they had that dumb example about you're in the copy room or you're in the conference room, blah blah blah, and you only want the app to work together. And I'm going to ignore that guy's video because I looked at some of it. But if you don't remember how to create permission sets, go back to those models. And I'm going to put that in last week's notes because we already covered it last week when we did this, that we did not broadcast live because we wanted to have some privacy. Whoops. And so we're going to create a permission set and we're going to add that session activated required selection. That's really what you're doing. And then you got to set up all the rules for it, right? So it looks like we are going to have a new permission set. And we're going to call it employment contracts assess. Fair enough. So we're going to go in to our user section, go to permission set. I don't think we have one of these right now. I think it's pretty evident we don't. Oh, wait, we do. All right, let's see. What is this called? Employment contracts. Yep, not there. So we're going to create a new one. Employment contracts. Access, give it the API name. We need a description. All right. I need the front end. Session activation required. Yes. No licensing to do it. And then we'll hit save. All right. It isn't of much use. Got it. There's nothing to do. So we created minimum access clone. So we got to go in and do some stuff. So we have a profile. We got to clone the min access profile. I'm going to clone that. I'm going to name it what they said to name it. We're going to create a new user. Linda Herman, Salesforce. So now we go to users. Hoy. I got to give her an email address. All right. And then we're going to create another temporary account edit. Permission set. So we got to do it again. Blah. Did we not do one already? Oh, we just did one. All right. We'll create a new one. License none, object account. Okay. Now we're going to add the permission. So I do get that they're making it like they're not telling you every step in the process, which I think is good. Right? You got to figure out, oh yeah, do all this. Got to get all that done and create. I want create. Hold on. All right. So that's our first one. And we're going to assign it to Linda. So there you go, Linda. Now we can check our challenge and get the perks. So the broadcast is pretty up to date. Like it's only about 10 seconds behind. It's pretty cool. It's kind of almost live. Allah. Yay, I got 500 points. All right, let's activate them without code.
That much closer to the hoodie.
What's that?
You're that much closer to the golden hoodie.
To the golden hoodie, which sounds naughty. All right, so now we got to activate session-based permission sets without code. So name the ways which you can activate them. Explain why you might want to use declarative tools. Why? Because I can do them. And activate a session without code, of course. So again, there's part of that 30-minute class. So let's see what the options are. So you got to activate a session for the permission set. And the permission set object in the SOAP API contains a field called has activation required. A Boolean indicates whether the permission set requires an associated active session. Insert a record in the session, or combination of the session ID and permission set to achieve this. Okay. Don't know how to code? Cool. We're going to use Flow to do it. Hooray. So, all right. Well, let's do that now. And that video is pretty good. The guy's fine. I don't know. I watched it a little bit, but got interrupted. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. It was kind of going in the background. If you're not familiar with flows, great. We're going to do more on that later. Yeah, of course they're selling it. Go to users. So we're going to make sure that let's go check my profile. Did they say my profile, system administrator profile? Instead of go to users, it's like your profile. I'm going to call them out here. You don't select your profile. Let's just see. Well, maybe I'm in the system administrator profile. And I would imagine that they've got manage flows as a permission. Let's just see. I can't imagine it doesn't have it. But I think they meant to say select your user record. Yeah, I can't do anything with this. So let's see. Yeah, it's already selected. But you notice the wording, just I'm not making them wrong. What I discovered about myself, and Patrick, you may not have heard me say this. I think Chen already did. I will fight to the death on details if I know I'm right, or if to prove
Well,
I'm
it
right.
says make sure that it's selected. So there may be some scenario where it was not. I can't imagine what that scenario was or is, but
They want to
now
make
when
sure you're
somebody
using
goes
the
through this
system.
trail and it doesn't work because their managed flow permission was
Fair
not
enough.
selected, they didn't follow the instructions.
Select your profile. All right, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're right. I'm open to being wrong. I'm going to fight either.
I
That
mean,
way,
it's
the next
just
time
it's
I can
very
never be right.
vague. It's very CYA. It says you're more than likely using the sales system
Yeah,
administrator profile. So if
yeah.
you
There's a lot of.
weren't, they want you to make sure you have the managed flow permission.
There's definitely a
Granted,
lot
if
of
you
companies.
weren't using the system administrator profile, how would you change the profile to add that permission in the first place? No one knows.
No one knows, but you should just select the system administrator profile. Now we're in flows, and you get my grid. So we're going to create a new flow. We're going to name it Activate Employment Contracts Access. Okay. All right. So we want the flow builder. I like doing flows. I think we teach too many flows in the admin class for Salesforce. I don't think essential admin should learn flows. I think they should barely learn any. I think they should take automation away and leave all the automation to the platform app builders and advanced admins and create a different profile. What kind of flow are we creating? Screen flow, create, freeform. I'm doing action. Search all actions. Activate. Huh, look at it right there at the top. How easy was that? Label it. Did we create the employment? I don't have that. Did we do something with the permission set that we missed? Did I do something with the permission set that we missed? Employment contracts access. Did I miss something earlier? I remember we created that one, but I don't think we actually added any permission sets to it. I don't know if there's any permissions in it. Oh, I forgot I know I forgot the last step. Contracts object. Yeah, that's why there's nothing in it. Okay. Because I didn't do anything. I didn't add. I don't think I added any permissions to it. I think I just kind of skipped it. And hit delete. So I need to add delete, create, and then contract name, start date, terms. Huh. Now my hunch is that this flow, now that that's there, I got to reload it. My hunch, I just reload it just to be safe. So they didn't use the thing that was in the challenge. They used it was in the exercise. That's a good point, by the way. Like skipping something in the trailhead might later on they get you. Tricky. So tricky. Activate employment under access. Am I doing something wrong here? Hold on. Permission set name. Right? I'm doing activate permission set access.
You probably just need to copy that API name.
Yeah, but it's not going to show up if it ain't there coming. If it's not being found.
Sometimes it's there and it wouldn't search. The search won't pull it up.
What's that?
Sometimes it's there, but the search won't pull it up. You just copy and paste the API name and usually it'll work.
Wait a minute. But if my permission set that I created,
You go to your permission set and set up, copy the API name and paste it into that field.
but it doesn't matter. It's still got to show up as it's still got to find it.
Try it and find out.
All right, hang on.
If I'm wrong, at least you'll finally get a chance to say I told you so to me.
All right. Temporary account edit. Hang on, let me just go to my, that is active. It's got a setting in it, right? Do you need to, hold on, wait, let me just make sure that I actually edited it. Session activation required, no license. All right, here's my flows. Created a new flow. I did the copy and paste thing, Patrick. So it's not it. Meh. Oh, screen flow. Free form. Give us an action. Activate session-based permission set. See, I'm typing it like, let's see. Hold on. Let me just see.
Okay, remember what you said about RTS?
Yeah.
What does RTS stand for?
Read the screen.
What does the screen say?
Set input values. Let me see what it says.
What
Hold
is
on.
what does it say in the box?
It says enter value or search resources, right?
What's the key word in that?
Search.
Or
Hang on. All right, type it. All right, I'm gonna do it.
I would recommend copying it from your actual permission set, but that's fine.
I did. That's fine. All right, so that seemed to work. Whatever. All right, so I was expecting something and my brain wasn't letting me see it the way it did it. All right. That's it. Activate contract access as a screen flow. Hang on a second. Voila. All right, so that's it. So the flow looks like that. Okay, I got it. So just copy and paste it. I was looking for it to find it. I was looking for that.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Run the flow builder. Run the flow from the flow builder by clicking run. Run the flow activates permission set, but after you click run, you'll see an error. Oops, now check your email. So if I hit run, I don't even know what email it's going to send it to check my email. Yeah, boy. Oh boy. It does
now
that.
you're gonna have to. You it's not gonna work. Is it? It's gonna send you a change email to the old one, isn't it?
No, it's fine. It'll send it to the new one.
Okay.
I believe it'll send it to the new one. I'm hoping it'll send it to the new one. We'll see if it sends it to the new one or the old one. Wow. Tech data sneaks in again. Good old tech data. I even removed tech data from my profile. See if I can fix that.
Well, you didn't. Did you get an error? Did it on the flow screen?
Huh?
If you go back to the flow screen where you ran it, did it?
By the
give you an
way,
error?
I've got 0 tech data emails anywhere or orgs or anything. I took it all out, but it still pulled it in somehow. I'm looking for the email now. Let's see if it usually takes a minute, so I'm giving it a second. Yeah, Josh is a liar. Now, there you go. So I got the email change notification. So that's good. But now I gotta hit run again. See if that will send the email now. All right. Yeah. All right. We got it. So now we can move on to the next freaking thing. So we created the flow. We got the error message. Hurrah. No one's assigned to that access. Yeah, I know that. Remember working with 3 different error permission sets, user assignments and flows. So I'm waiting to see if I got the email. Oh yeah, I got the email. It says, screen flows inactive. Must be pre-assigned to the user before being activated. All right, no problem. Okay, good. All right. So, okay. So we're going to activate our flow, even though it's causing an error. So they're making a point of something, right? So now we have to assign that permission set to somebody. So now we're going to create a user who can edit and create contracts when the session-based permission set is activated. Assign the user profile, making sure that the person has read-only access to the contracts. They must be able to run flows and assign employment contract access permission set to the user. Got it. Then we're going to log in as the user. So we got to create a new user. I get it. So we created Linda. Can we just use her again? So let's see what the requirements are. All right. So we've got to create a user who can edit and create contracts with the session-based when the session-based permission is activated. They're a hiring manager and needs access to employment contractors for contractors. So what do y'all think? Do you think we should create a new user or use Linda as our user?
Use Linda.
For the
I only
record?
get 2 Salesforce licenses,
So they need to be a flow user, right? And then we got to give their profile. Yeah, that's all good. And then go to her profile and give her contract read-only access. And then give her Guess I got to pick the right one. I didn't even notice. Like, I didn't read the screen enough. There's permission sets and ones that require activation. Look at Salesforce helping us out right then and there. All right. Now I bet you we could activate that flow and things would work. So what are the mechanisms by which you can activate session-based permission? Select session activation required when you create the permission set. Yep. B is for sure. I don't think the Boolean field in the REST API is in the scope of this test. What do you think? Or the SOAP API? Because it's either, I don't think it's either one of those, right? We're going to find out in a second. Useful to activate a session, true. Let's see if I earn 100 points. What? Uh-oh, 25 points. What? Use SOAP API objects. I guess that's it. All right, well, my little 25 points. Hooray. I'm kind of mad. I'm not that mad.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It's okay.
I need points and badges. You need points and badges, not just points, not just badges. All right, last thing, why you might want to use Lightning app page to activate a permission set. Create a Lightning app page that references a flow, run a flow from Lightning app page to activate a session page. This is all new stuff. I haven't done this before. Again, same guy at the 39-minute video. It's going to start at 30:49. So you can watch that on your own. I'm doing a different thing. So why use a Lightning app page? Well, we created a session-based permission set, we activate it using the flow, and we sign the permission set to a user. We could have the users run the flow, but that'd be awkward because most hiring managers don't need to run flows in our scenario, and they might not have permission to run them. Okay. You can use some simple Visualforce markup. Yeah. Create a custom tab. Okay. In fact, you might have already used Visualforce in the past. I've barely used Visualforce in the past. I think I've used it twice. And it was in a trailhead, and I followed the instructions. Of course, we want to use a Lightning app page because everything's more awesome in Lightning. You don't write any markup, which is Visualforce, and there are fewer steps. Great. So we're going to do the Lightning app builder and see how that works out for us. I wonder if people are going to watch this video and put comments and ask me questions about, well, why did you do this and that? Because I'm expecting you to read the Trailhead Trails. I'm a trail guide, and you should be able to follow instructions. So we're going to create a new app page. All right, let's see how that's going to work. Create an app page. We're going to label it activate temp access flow. My hunch is that this exercise is to familiarize yourself with stuff, but like, I don't know. Do you think this would be the best way to do stuff? Maybe. I mean, they're pitching Lightning and Lightning apps and Lightning app builder. I get all that. All right, let's just see where it takes us because I'm just following along. Drag the flow component, select activate contracts. Yeah. All right, so we'll grab flow. It just seems like this would be a weird thing to do on its own, right? Inside of a big org, practically speaking, you might just add this to a particular page that, already exists instead of the way we're doing it. All right. That looks like that's it. We hit save. And then we'll activate. And then where are we going to activate it? Add the sales. Uh-huh. Lightning experience. Oh. That's new. This is a new interface for this anyway. I've never, it's kind of new for me. So that looks there. It looks like we're done. We're out. All right. Let's see where it does. So now if I'm in the Lightning experience, see how it looks. Did y'all complete these yet? Did you two? And anybody else watching live? Anybody watching live? Comment.
I did this a long time ago. I don't remember much without it.
You did it a while ago?
Yeah.
All right. So now let me go, whoops. Let's go to Salez. Hey, never mind. I'll ask you guys later. I have a question for you guys about a friend I introduced to y'all. I don't know if they ever contacted you. So let's see. It should have that. Ah, okay. All right. So I don't see the tab. Should I see the tab now? I think I did something wrong.
Did you add that page that you built to any of your apps?
Let me check my work because I move through the exercises too fast sometimes. It gives me forced repetition, which is always good. No matter how you get repetition, it's good. Let's see where we put it. Activation. In the Lightning experience. Sales. Add page to top. All right. So I didn't click the add button because they didn't say to click the add button. So I don't know why. Maybe they said it and I just missed it. It said, and for Lightning apps, add sales. But I knuckleheaded out and did something else. Okay. So now it should be there. I added it to the top of the list. I didn't actually add the tab, it seemed like. They got a couple of new things in winter 22 that I'm just getting used to if you haven't noticed. Is it winter? Not summer 22.
Yeah, summer 22.
Summer. I have more than one sales app? What is your problem, dude? I activated it, right? I saved it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, should I be logged in as my user first?
Well, you're requiring it for all users, aren't you?
I don't know if I added the app page to the Lightning experience and I added it to the sales app.
What was the requirement to launch it? Like, what was the?
It's added. Add your page to the app and then drag it to the position you want. Add page to app. I dragged it to position. Right? I don't need.
Click save. Yeah, it's already on the sales app. It's called the check mark.
Yeah, right.
Save. And click save again.
So that should be there, but I'm not going to fight it anymore. But it should be in the list and I don't see it. Let's see if it's in my items. You know, all right, let me go to the thing. Let's see, forget they test their work. So it says, let's test everything. So I'm going to log in as the user I created. So I'm going to forget all this other crap because it might just be it's not assigned to the system administrator profile and we just didn't look at it. So I'm not going to sweat it. And I'm, and I don't have login. So is it login? Or is it session policies? Login access. Enable it. I'm like, come on, man. Like Salesforce does cool stuff now, and they don't turn it on automatically most of the time. Like the coolest stuff. All right, so there we go. So Linda Herman, turns out, doesn't have access to Lightning. God bless. So she's got contracts. And
Okay.
she should have read access to contracts. That's what we're looking for. Right?
Oh, we don't have any new contracts.
Maybe not. Let me log out as Linda because I believe we got to add the Lightning experience to Linda. I believe. And of course, my session policy says that I'm going to have to probably log back in again. Because that's not set up for us to do this easily. Yep. So I got to close all these down because I don't know my username and password. Oh. Well, I guess I could just go to my hands-on orgs. Create easy access. This is easy access. How would it be if it was hard access? Boy, you can get lost on the trail. There it is now. Look at that. It was just a stupid thing. All right. It's a lightning bug, right? When the cache doesn't clear, no matter how many times you refresh the page, log out, log back in. What are you learning about sales? I was telling somebody, I used to get annoyed at software programs that make me click too much. And then I fell in love with Salesforce. And then, I'm used to clicking a lot. So I'm not as mad at other things.
It's not code.
It is not code. That is correct. Require. There, take that off. I'm going to set that to 24 hours because this ain't secure. I'm taking that out. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. And then we got to do we have to give our user Lightning? Did you try it? Did you have to give your user Lightning permission on her profile? Did you try? You haven't tried it? Y'all not following along? You're not doing it for me to help me save my face? No, thanks. I got you. I remember that. Lightning, lightning, lightning. Come on, lightning. They got lightning. Those are the apps. Okay, I don't need apps. Ah. What is lightning sync? I should know, but I don't.
It's for Outlook, isn't it?
I think so. It doesn't sync. I don't care what they say. I've yet to get it to work. All right,
I
Linda.
think lightning sync is usually not the problem, but the other thing.
Don't disparage the big gorillas in the marketplace. Is it Jane? Who's that lady who went in the woods? All right, so now I got that. Let's see if that. So, whew. Create easy act. This is the create easy access. That's why it takes 35 minutes to do this, 25 minutes to do this thing. La la la. So my flow finished. Hurrah. So now if she goes to contracts, she's got the new button. That's good news, right? Yeah. So what happened? Yeah. If you click on a contract and there was one, that would be great. But you know what? I ain't sweating it because so there are no contracts, I'm pretty sure. And when she created new, I don't remember what the permissions were for her, but I'm logging out as Linda because we got what we needed. So I wonder now if we log back in as Linda, would it be the same? Like, is the session over now? Now that we logged out? That's what I want to know. And we'll find out in just a second. When we go to the contracts tab, there's no new button. So the contract is, we have no contracts. Although I've been in some orgs where the all button is not really all, but if Linda activates that and then goes to contracts and then hits refresh, she'll have the new button, which is exactly what we wanted to have happen. Seems like an awful hard, like, here's the thing. I love it. I think it's great. It works. But man, I can't imagine a use case for it. And we're retrieving contract layout information. So we got something wrong with our contract. I'm not going to fix that. But something's happening with our contracts that I don't know what it is. Does that happen to y'all's or is it not? Is there a page layout? Do I have contracts?
Are you
As an
still logged in
admin,
as Linda? And does Linda
Oh,
have
not-
access to contracts?
There are no contracts. So I'm just wondering if, as an admin, can I create a contract? Okay. All right, I can. I don't know why Linda can't create a contract. I don't know what we did with her profile, but I'm good. Are y'all good?
I'm good.
How can you make it easy for your end users to activate permission set without using any markup? We'll create a lightning page app. How do you create a lightning page app that references a flow? Now, this is good test taking tip. Notice they ask another question. Now, they did them side by side in the trailhead, but that kind of gives you a little bit of heads up that maybe the answer is lightning page app, right? Because how do you create it? Using the Lightning App Builder, using App Manager, using Visualforce, using Flow Builder. Yeah, Lightning App Builder is how you build an app page. That's it. That's the only answer. Huzzah, new badge. This badge was very helpful. I will tell lots of people about it. Yay. And what is next? The last but not least
I
is
think we're
our
done.
company
Oh, no,
board-wide
company
settings,
one. Okay.
right? And then let's check that bad boy out.